Okay, so we go into day three. Day three, final day, Fourball format, correct?
Yes. So that
So yeah, tell us why CGL chose this as like the ultimate test to finish off the tournament.
well, it's interesting because it's still again you play the second day, which is individuals. You're coming back to another team format. So the two players in your category will be partners. The four ball is a better ball concept, so you're playing against another team. So in on the finals day, what happens is like explained earlier, the two top teams on the two groups will be battling for the top spot.
Right.
The second teams will be battling for the third and fourth. The third teams will be battling for fifth and sixth.
Yep.
So like that, so all the rankings of the top eight, like the eight teams, will come through on the finals day. The better ball format, obviously, you're playing your own ball. So the first day we played the alternate shots. Here you're actually playing your own ball, but the scoring will happen whoever gets the better score
Okay.
of the team against the opposition team. So if your partner messes up, you still able to play a good and finish a hole and score well and still be in that. So that means like it's ultimate team thing. So you're covering for your partner and both of you are in a good position. You can be aggressive,
Yeah.
try and make a birdie
And
rather
you can
than a
also
par.
compensate for what your partner can't do.
Correct, but the other thing is like you're playing against another two more players from the other team as well. So
Right.
their scores matters, where they are, where their positions.
So a lot of strategy.
A lot of strategy, whether you can be aggressive, whether you want to
Yeah.
play safe and get a
Right.
half, or you one person can be aggressive in this team
Yeah.
format, the other one plays the safe. So it's a format that we play
You
here
played this one as well. Okay.
in Colombo in our tournaments, and it's quite exciting, and a lot of the guys enjoy playing that format. That's our usual afternoon four ball as well. That's how we played as well. So it's a very familiar one. The foursome is also, even though we play in tournaments, we don't regularly play on our social golf. But the indies and foursome is going to be tough for a lot of the players, but the four ball should be easy. That's where the high scoring will be, and that is going to determine who's going to win the tournament.
Yeah. But interesting. We've gone through all three formats now. Which one do you think? Because I have one in my head, but which one do you think will get the most reaction from the fans and the players?
Well, I think the indies. I think it's
Yeah,
the
so do
individuals
I.
because they're not used to it. It'll be very interesting how they manage to keep scores against all three other three players, and they're not used to. Usually, you're playing against one. Here, when you're playing against another two more, which is three, it's quite confusing. But at the same time, you're in the hole all the time. You have to finish a hole properly. So I think for me, it'll be quite interesting how the Sri Lankan golf community, our community, adapts to this format and how they enjoy that. I think that is going to be very, very interesting.
Okay, so as someone who's been part of the many formats of cricket, tell me how you see the similarities in having these formats in golf creating the drama.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that we discuss as well, like cricket. Um, you have the T20s, the ODIs, and Test cricket, which is you have a different fan base for each and every format as well. But the unique thing in golf is that we can put everything into a one competition as well, whereas in cricket we can't do that. With the indies and obviously the foursome and four ball, every day you're playing a different format. So it's a new challenge for all the players, how they're going to match up players and tactically how they're going to set up. And this is going to be discussed even prior to the auction of what kind of
strategy
like what type of players do you want. You want steady players, you want aggressive players, you want friends, or like, you know, how are you going to set this up. So it's going to be quite interesting how the team's going to see this whole situation, but having to play three different formats in 3 different days to win a championship, I think that's going to be quite exciting.
And do you think these formats are going to create some serious rivalries that's going to be taken across the many years of CPL?
Absolutely. I think already there's few banter going
Yep.
around and the rivalry started. But year on year, I think, there'll be very good rivalries between cities who's going to got the bragging rights, especially in the clubhouse. Everyone turns up here, so the bragging rights will be massive. How they're going to set up each year, the teams and all that. I think something new for them for the first year, but I think, they'll get the hang of it.
One more question. You were one of the owners. Tell me which format you would be most excited to see your players play.
I think the individuals. I think that's where you can capture the most points as well as a team. If you can set up your teams to play the individuals, that's where the game changer is going to be.
How about one more thambili before we head out?
Yeah, definitely, yes. Thambili is the best here.